How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious clips that have left the experts baffled. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this.
From here.
This bizarre piece of footage was uploaded to TikTok by jmaleo165. A worker at a hospital is filming the security feed with their phone, showing their co-workers that something truly odd is happening in the laundry room. Take a look.
No way. No way. Jim.
Send me the video when you...
Oh, I'm gonna.
The best is when the other one comes over. It's like it didn't want to see the front of it, you know? It's funded so that he didn't have to look at it no more, whoever's in that room.
Jim.
The security footage is sped up, but as you can see, the washing machine starts moving, seemingly all on its own.
Oh, Andrew. No way. No way. Jim.
Send me the video when you...
Oh, I'm gonna.
The best is when the other one comes over. It's like it didn't want to see the front of it, you know? It's funded so that he didn't have to look at it no more, whoever's in that room.
Shortly after, the washers on the left start moving as well.
Magnan, you didn't see... Come and look at the second one. Here comes the second one. No, the second one's moving now.
No way.
Watch the second one, then the second one falls off. And the lady comes over on Do-Die Night, she don't know what to say. She was like...
She was on FaceTime with somebody.
Oh.
Before long, yet more movement can be seen.
It happens.
Look, here goes.
It
Look.
happens.
Look.
This does not happen.
Look. The ghost. Look.
Look at it.
Who's spinning it?
It's spinning.
It's spinning the cycle. It's got to be spinning.
It almost looks like the machines are being pushed by some unseen force.
Like that. Mine ain't bolted in my house. Mine don't come and walk around my living room. Look.
Look.
That's true.
Look how that one just came out. How'd it come out like that? That was pushed out. I don't even know what it says. You can tell me whatever you want.
Me too. I can't wait to show everyone.
Then they start moving back and forth.
Show them the thing. Look here. Look at this. Look at the top.
No way.
At one point, the door at the rear of the room opens. According to the uploader, this is an employee who heard a commotion in the laundry room. They then notified the security desk that something strange was happening.
There's a ghost here.
No way.
I'm showing them the ghost in the back.
The ghost?
Oh, did you ever see what happened last night? Forgot about it. The laundry
We'll
room.
die.
After this, you can even see one of the powder drawers on one of the machines open all by itself.
They just start coming out and moving and going in circles and what you call it.
No.
Come and look. Yeah. But it's crazy. I never saw anything like it in my whole life.
Naturally, the comments section was set alight with theories. Some people thought perhaps it was actually a security feed from a cruise ship. At first, this could make sense. However, the paperwork on the desk in front of the monitor says it's a hospital.
The best is when the other one comes over.
Another keen-eyed viewer asked why none of the machines seem to be plugged in with hoses or electrical cords. This is a valid point, but it still doesn't explain how these super heavy machines just pivot back and forth with ease.
Show everybody.
Look, here, wait.
Another theory is that they are actually on and vibrating heavily, which could cause them to move around the room. But if they're not plugged in, then this doesn't explain the movement either.
There's a ghost here.
No way.
Because this footage was filmed at a hospital, many viewers thought it could be the work of a poltergeist, or perhaps the residual energy of those who have passed away in the hospital.
Mine don't come and walk around my living room. Look.
That's true.
Look how that one just came out. How'd it come out like that?
So they're the theories, but where do you sit on this bizarre piece of footage? Drop your opinions in the comment section down below.
Look, here, wait.
Where's the...
Show them the thing. Look, here. Look at this. Look at the top.
No way.
In 2015, a local resident in Chile was filming two street-legal race cars speed down the road when they inadvertently caught something truly mysterious on camera. The footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel The Buzz for all to see. Watching that again, slowed down as the cars zip by, a dog seems to materialise out of thin air. Even if the dog was just standing on the road, how did it not get hit by the two speeding cars? Neither car hit the brakes or swerved, so it's as though the drivers didn't see the dog at all. Yet somehow it just appears and casually strolls across the rest of the road. When this clip first hit YouTube, it quickly went viral, with comments claiming we're witnessing a teleporting pooch. Others joked that the dog just respawned on the spot. Whatever way you look at this footage, it's a mystery, a clip that seems to just get weirder and weirder the more times you watch it. In February 2022, several patrons at the White Swan Inn in Bedfordshire, UK, claimed something invisible deliberately knocked one of their beers off a table they were sitting at. Natasha Magnan, the manager of the 300-year-old pub, couldn't believe the security footage when she went to re-watch the alleged ghostly incident. Take a look at what the cameras captured.
The pint goes a bit. The pint goes a bit fuzzy. Like this is the pint that gets knocked over. The candle going mad. See the candle going mad?
Yeah.
At first, you can see the candle on the table begin to flicker.
The pint goes a bit fuzzy. Like this is the pint that gets knocked over. The candle going mad. See the candle going mad?
Yeah.
Then this happens.
See the hand?
Yeah.
See that?
Oh.
Magnan believes there's a transparent hand that appears just before the pint falls over.
See the hand?
Yeah.
See that?
Oh.
Here it is zoomed in and slowed down. At first, Magnan thought the group of boisterous lads had simply knocked the pint over themselves. However, after watching the security footage, she thinks something paranormal may be happening here. It's not the first time the centuries-old pub has been dubbed haunted either. Over the years, staff and customers alike have heard strange noises around the building. Magnan said one night, while closing the pub on her own, a window mysteriously opened itself after having just been closed minutes earlier. A cleaner reported a shadowy person standing in the toilets, but when he went to have a closer look, there was nobody in the room. Magnan wonders whether a clairvoyant who recently visited the pub has stirred dormant spirits that may be residing in this old building. So is this 300-year-old pub really haunted? Given that staff and punters alike have always experienced strange things on the property, and now that there's video evidence of objects moving on their own, it would certainly seem that something mysterious is happening on this historic site.
See the hand?
Yeah.
See that?
Oh.
Greta Thunberg is a time traveller, is the claim coming from some internet sleuths. An old black and white photo from the 1898 Klondike Gold Rush in northwestern Canada has sparked a curious debate about time travel. The photo shows 3 children sitting among gold mining equipment and some debris. It's the girl in the front left that has left many people shocked. A lot of viewers were quick to point out the young girl's resemblance to Swedish environmental activist Greta Thunberg. The likeness is so similar that some say Thunberg must be a time traveller. Due to the nature of Greta Thunberg's work as an activist and the fact that she's given many stark warnings about irreversible climate change, many internet sleuths surmise that she must be travelling through time, alerting people about a desperate, inhospitable future. However, a lot of people thought the photo must have been photoshopped, but the University of Washington has stated it's not been altered in any way. The original is in fact stored in their archives as part of a special collection documenting the era. The picture was taken by photographer Hegg in 1898. He titled it "Youths Operating Gold Mines in Dominion, Klondike, YT." Unfortunately, there's no recorded information about who the young girl might be, no names or identifying information at all. This mysterious lack of historical data only serves to fuel the time travel rumours. One Twitter user, Jack JS Strange, who was initially attributed to sparking the time travel theory, commented it's as though Thunberg just appeared in the cultural zeitgeist out of nowhere, almost as if she flew into our space-time continuum. So what do you make of this fascinating comparison and the time travel theory? Has Greta Thunberg come from the future to save us all? I'd love to hear your take on this in the comments section down below. We've reported on Diego Spicus's alleged haunting a few times now, and it seems the more time passes, the more eerie things seem to get. Diego claims that the spirit of a young girl has been lurking in his apartment for some time, and seems to have a chilling fascination with his own daughter. Previously, we've shown clips of a child's playhouse inside Diego's apartment exhibiting something strange.
Castillo similar al que ya tenía, porque me dijeron que así sería más fácil ponerme en contacto con ella y saber qué es lo que quiere.
Well, now, yet more freaky things have been caught on camera inside the home. In this clip, Diego hears some banging coming from under his kitchen sink. Watch what happens. Watching that again, something grabs the child's toy from the left. He searches the cabinets, but there's nothing there. In this next video, we get a glimpse at the alleged spirit that seems to be haunting the apartment. Take a look.
Uy, parce.
You can clearly see an eye peering through the console, but there's no one behind it.
Uy, parce.
In this snippet, we can see that there does indeed appear to be a connection between the alleged ghost child and Diego's daughter.
¿Qué está haciendo, mamita?
Jugando
¿Con quién está jugando?
con María.
¿De dónde sacó esa muñeca?
Es de ella.
Finally, in this footage, things escalate further as we see Diego's daughter interacting directly with something unknown.
Amy. Amy. Ay, Diosito. Amy. Amy.
Breaking this one down, it almost looks like Diego's daughter is in some kind of a trance after some strange hands seem to be brushing her hair.
Ay, Diosito. Amy. Amy.
So what's going on here? Is this apartment really home to some kind of childlike entity? A lot of people think it's either a case of Diego being an exceptional video editor, or we're witnessing something truly mysterious, something that falls well within the realms of the paranormal. Given how much amazing footage Diego has on both his TikTok and Instagram, it's well worth going through his back catalogue. Then decide for yourself as to what's really going on here.
Mañana me
In December 2014, a woman named Cecilia Carrasco claimed she was attacked by a ghost. 34-year-old Carrasco was visiting her lawyer in Santiago, Chile, when she felt something push her to the ground. Luckily, the officer's CCTV cameras caught the incident on camera for all to see. Nothing seems to touch the woman, yet she falls to the ground as though pushed by some unseen force. Recalling the event, Carrasco said she felt like two hands pushed hard on her chest before she fell. She admits that she never believed in ghosts until the incident and is now frightened to leave her home. Initially, Carrasco thought someone in the office had pushed her, then ran away. But when the receptionist confirmed that there was no one there, she had to see the footage for herself to see what had actually happened. Authorities thought that she may have been confused as to what took place. However, they declined to comment on the strange footage. Despite the fall, Carrasco didn't require any ongoing medical care. So what do you make of this bizarre event? It does genuinely look like Carrasco was pushed, so could it have been a ghost? Drop your theories in the comment section down below. For many years, there's been stories about a strange bipedal creature that lives in the forests of Ohio. Hunters often share reports of a large hairy animal that walks upright through the trees. Its features are often said to be similar to Bigfoot, but it's thought to be far more aggressive than other alleged Sasquatch species. This legendary creature has become known as the Ohio Grassman. For the most part, sightings of this legendary beast have been mostly hearsay. That was until early 2020 when YouTuber We Do It Outdoors captured some footage of something big and hairy moving through the woods in Salt Fork, Ohio. Take a look. As you can see, a large bipedal animal appears to be walking among the trees. The first major sighting of the Grassman took place in Minerva, Ohio in August 1978. Evelyn and Howie Clayton were sitting inside their Ohio home when suddenly their grandchildren and their friends came running inside, screaming about a large hairy creature. The Claytons ran outside to see what was going on when they spotted a tall, bipedal, ape-like creature rummaging through some discarded trash. They estimated the beast to weigh more than 300 pounds and said it was covered in dark matted fur. Some weeks later, the Claytons would have another encounter with this bizarre animal. Late one night, they spotted a large pair of eyes peering at them through one of the windows of their home. Howie went to grab his gun, but by the time he ran outside, there was nothing to be found. The following day, local police were called in to investigate. After a thorough search, they discovered large footprints in nearby mud, and they noted a foul smell that lingered in the air. However, it wasn't until the Claytons discovered their pet German Shepherd dead in the woods that the myth of the Ohio Grassman really took hold of not only the local community, but the United States as a whole. Soon, sightings all over the Buckeye State came rolling in. Reports of hairy bipedal creatures became so prevalent that one area of the Salt Fork State Park was dubbed Bigfoot Ridge. These sightings haven't been happening for just a few decades either. In the 1700s, Native Americans living in the Ohio grasslands told stories of large ape men referred to as wild ones of the woods. It's said that some tribes would leave offerings of food just to keep the peace. So is there really an unknown species of creature living in the woods of Ohio? Taking into account the sightings, the footage, and the myths and legends surrounding the beast, there certainly seems to be something living out there in the woods that's acting as an impetus for the legendary Ohio grassman. In January 2022, Eduardo Ferreira, a local resident of Sao Paulo, Brazil, spotted something strange floating through the night sky. Take a look.
Olha, monte de luzinha vermelha. Ó. É monte de luzinha vermelha. Barulho nenhum. Não tem barulho. Ai. Não tem barulho, cara. E que é isso, hein?
As you can see, there's some kind of glowing red orb floating through the air.
Meu Deus do céu, o que é isso, cara? Ó.
É com você?
Aqui. Não, tá lá, tá no balcão. Rapaz.
Bizarrely, Ferreira claims this is the 6th time he's seen this object, and each time it's a different colour. Here in August 2021, you can see the same object, but this time it's blue.
Você tá vendo que em volta tem uma...
Ah,
círculo?
é um drone, né?
Não, em volta dele assim, olha, parece que ele tem uma... Tá vendo? Bem pertinho dele tá preto, depois parece que forma uma...
Ó, o vento tá levando, tá vendo? Que diabo que é isso? Olha, tá correndo, hein? Nossa, uma coisa de louco.
Os passarinhos estão voando. Olha lá, agora tá indo bem rápido.
Mas que raio. Olha lá.
Vai voltar.
Olha. Ih, caramba. Tá subindo e descendo.
Footage from November 2021 shows numerous coloured balls flying erratically in the city skyline.
Para o carro, para de mexer.
Caiu um pedaço.
Ih, rapaz,
Caiu um pedaço.
caiu uma coisa, hein?
Due to the frequency of sightings and the vivid colours, some viewers thought perhaps the orbs of light were drones of some kind, flown by someone on top of one of the buildings.
Ah, tá ficando mais colorido, mais verdinho aquela ali, né?
Tem um agora que só ficou com duas luzinhas, ó. Ele tá perdendo as luzinhas.
But due to their mysterious and unknown nature, many have dubbed these sightings as UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and until further info comes to hand, they'll have to remain just that, unidentified.
Ó, é um monte de luzinha vermelha. Barulho nenhum. Não tem barulho. Ai.
Dark Ghost Paranormal is a notorious paranormal investigation group that venture to some of the eeriest places in Eastern Europe. And more often than not, they capture some pretty extreme activity on camera. In this episode, they investigate an old abandoned house in rural Russia.
По словам этого местного жителя, здесь не живут уже как 2 года.
Dennis, the lead investigator, had heard stories from local residents that there was a house on the outskirts of town that was cursed. They said that a young girl who used to live there had drowned in a nearby well, and that at midnight every night her ghost climbs out of the well and returns to the house. Neighbours have heard terrible screams coming from the surrounding woods and seen unusual shadows around the property. Having had his head filled with these local folk tales and legends, Dennis decides to stay the night in this infamous and allegedly cursed house.
В общем, сейчас я буду заносить сюда все свои вещи и дожидаться 12 ночи.
Dennis begins the night by setting up a series of GoPro cameras around the house in the hopes of documenting anything strange that might happen.
Одну GoPro в этом углу. Фокус пропал. Так. Одну с ночным режимом здесь. GoPro там.
Before long, the clock strikes midnight, the very hour that the spirit of the drowned girl is said to come home.
13 апреля. 12:00. Пока полная тишина. Те камеры я еще не включал все. Вот сейчас что-то стукнуло.
Soon, some activity begins.
Кто там? Дверь в сарае.
The latch on the door seems to be moving all on its own.
Кто там?
Then it's as though something is indeed trying to come home.
Охренеть.
Activity seems to increase as objects begin to move.
Я сейчас боковым зрением увидел вроде реально сейчас двинулась книга. Или это мне показалось?
Things begin to escalate as more movement is seen around the house.
Блин, это реально жуть полная.
At around the 21-minute mark, the cupboard door begins to move yet again.
Ах ты, блин. Будто бы руку током ударило.
This is followed by a strange noise coming from a smaller cupboard at the back of the house. Just when things seem creepy enough, this happens. The bag writhes about, seemingly all on its own. He looks inside of it, but there's nothing there. He drops it on the bed and it continues to move about. Just minutes later, a radio begins to play in the corner of the room. Somehow, Dennis manages to stay inside of the house until dawn.
Вот тот колодец.
So what do you make of this footage? Are the rumours about the girl in the well true after all? How do you explain all the strange activity inside of this house? Share your thoughts and theories with the community in the comment section down below. Before we take a look at a terrifying home encounter, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Our last clip, uploaded to TikTok by Mr. List Paranormal, shows an intense encounter in the middle of the night. It was captured via a home security system. Take a look. As you can see, a man is seen sleeping peacefully, when suddenly something seems to grab him by the foot. He's lifted into the air as he scrambles to get away. Eerily, he then just sits cross-legged, not moving at all. Some viewers thought they had just witnessed a possession, a demonic energy entering this poor man while he slept. Others believe it's the work of a poltergeist, a type of spirit that many paranormal investigators say can interact with the physical world. However, a lot of people were suspicious of the camera's position, declaring the whole thing a staged hoax, a clip designed to soak up TikTok views. So is this real or fake? Take another look and decide for yourself. Now, if you want to see some more mysterious clips, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, we have enormous curated paranormal playlists right there. Now, if you have your own scary photos or videos you want to submit, head to our Slapcam subreddit. There's a link in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.